to Basketball Wives, whatever city they in, season 5, episode 3. It starts off where it left off the last episode, where it was, the ladies who was at the dinner table talking. Then Susie thought she would take it upon herself, well, Tammy, and asked Tasha about the chef sleeping with her husband. And Tasha was like, yeah, it's true. It's true. Like, yeah, it's true. Now let's move on, keep it pushing, keep on talking. So, Susie was like, well, I just wanted to know. And then she noticed that the ladies started putting their head down and looking around or whatever. So she was asking Tammy, like, why is you looking around? And Tammy was just like, well, I just feel like that's your business. Really, Tammy? Really? You're the one that put Susie up to this bullshit. Now when you get called out and asked about it, it's her business. So then Tasha was basically like, yeah, it's true. We paid the lady off and we keeping it moving. And I was just like, really? Like, don't do that. Don't. Please. Look. I understand. I was watching Mr. Still Standing, and he was basically like, the world asked for this non-drama ass show, and this is what we got. Now VH1, if you're gonna put these bitches out here, can you please put some bitches out here people can say, okay, well they doing it, because you got a lot of young people watching this, so you could be like, well, let me put some people on here that got something, want something, be about something, trying to move up to something else. I don't know. But these bitches with no backbone, Susie, Tammy, messy as hell, Shawnee, messy as hell, Evelyn, take ass whoopings and try to consider she want them back. Tasha got a man cheating on her. Like, get some bitches that, got their paper together and they only drama is gossiping. Because all this drama that these bitches ain't got no backbone, no morals, no self-worth, that shit is tacky as fuck. I mean, I don't give a fuck how much money a man got. Cheating ain't an option. And I guess she weighed her options and cheating was an option because he got some money. I don't know. But, don't blame it on the kids. Don't say you stand there for the kids because no. And I hope Tasha got a backup plan because, bitch, if she can just easily get money out y'all like that, I hope you got a backup plan because that means he ain't finished cheating. Anyway, moving on to Evelyn and Susie. They on a taxi boat. They talking about what happened with Tasha's party and how Susie wants to apologize because that's not how she wanted to come off with Tasha, yada, yada, yada. Evelyn invited her to her little PETA birthday party, whatever. Evelyn and Susie, they, I don't know, Susie just want to be all up under Evelyn's ass like she was in season 1, so, Shawnee and Tammy, they walking through Central Park, I think it was, and by now, Tammy has found out that the girls have went and talked to Tasha, and she felt like they planted a bad seed in her head, which they did. So Tammy talked to Shawnee about it. Shawnee just was like, well, it wasn't meant to be negative or anything like that, and some bullshit and more bullshit, because I was feeling, now this is the first time I'm feeling Tammy where they were being messy. Because y'all did plant a seed in that girl's head, whether it was good or bad. You guys planted some kind of seed in this girl's head, so she already had pre-notions on Tammy before she even met her. Tammy had, some ideas about her being bougie before she even met her. So yes, y'all did this, and these women need to take blame for the bullshit that they did. Susie and her cousin Billy, they talk, they meet up and talk, and Susie is, basically saying she's just not realizing, she really doesn't have nothing going on in her life. She needs to really focus and go back to school and get her degree. And, her cousin basically was telling her, yeah, get your shit together. Don't worry about what nobody else say. You got to do it for you. That's basically what he was saying to her. Shawnee met up with her boy toy Marlon. They basically just figure out they ain't got enough time for each other and they need to work it out. I don't know, don't care. Tammy and meet up with her cousin and they talk about her mom. I really don't want to go into this because, like I said before, her mom has passed away, and it's really, really sad. Now, I do say that I hope your mom did pass on proud of you like you wanted, because you was giving a little badass reputation off. So I do understand where Tammy was coming from on that part, but I don't want to get into it because shit shouldn't already passed. Susie and Tasha, they meet up because Susie wants to apologize for what she said. Well, you know how the dinner went down and her asking a question about the chef or whatever. Tasha felt like, well, yeah, I did want to tell you to mind your business, but hell, it is what it is. Let's move on from it. So I do, they little conversation was cool. Wasn't no bullshit. Tasha was shocked to find out that it was Tammy, the one that put Susie up to asking her the question or whatever. Anyway, Evelyn meet up with Peter campaign people to talk about her Peter campaign and her birthday party, whatever. Tammy and her daughters, they meet up to talk about the grandmother. They want to talk about her nail polish line. They were talking about doing a family portrait for Tammy's mom. So, like I said, I don't want to get into something that already been in past where she just have to relive the shit all over again of her mama's passing. Susie and Tasha, they on their way to Evelyn's party or whatever, and they talking, and she was just saying, they basically were talking about women being independent. Tasha was just like, I think she got with him before he made his money, but she was, had a little backup plan before him or whatever, and she was being independent. And so Susie was like, maybe I can learn something from you, just like she can learn something from Evelyn. Then they speak up about Evelyn dating life, ain't y'all damn business. And Susie was just like, I don't think she's ready for a man. That shit with Chad was fucked up. I don't think she should go back to second chance, giving him a second chance. And Tasha was like, well, I believe in second chances. This is where you bitches don't have no self-worth, nothing. Like, bitch, she got head butted in her head. She got dogged. Like, this was on national TV. What is she going back to him for? To get dogged again? Because I'm quite sure Chad will cheat on her again. Regardless if he don't hit her again, he's gonna cheat on her again because that's Chad. That's Chad. Chad likes women. Evelyn knew Chad liked women so this is what's gonna happen if she gets back with him. So bitches telling girls to go back to dudes, that shit is whack. Then they were talking about, like I said, they were talking about her dating, and what's her name? Tasha made a statement about, it might not be funny, or it might be funny, or whatever the fuck she said, but maybe she could wear a helmet the next time she go on a date. And I felt that was so out of line, so fucked up. You guys are supposed to be friends. That was not no statement to be made, but you knew cameras was rolling. Like, were you trying to get her back low-key for, the girls finding out about your situation? Like, come on. Like, that was really below the belt for her to be doing that shit to somebody that she say is her friend. Now, I agree, one of my viewers was like, these bitches are not really friends, because, and y'all talk about y'all been friends for so many years, but then y'all come at each other real sideways. I don't get it. Anyway, Evelyn party, everybody is having a good time. Tammy's not there. Shani and Evelyn made a statement about she might not be there because she wanted the campaign, which I doubt it. That's why she probably was not there. I doubt it. I really doubt that. Maybe it's because at that time she was going to do some shit with her mama. That's probably why she didn't have time to be coming to no damn party. Anyway, Shani and Evelyn, they meet up to talk after that, and they were talking about her birthday party. They were talking about what went on at Tasha's house. So Shani felt the need to tell Evelyn about her conversation with Tammy. This is how shit gets started. This is because Tammy said she was going to talk to Evelyn, but you want to go tell Evelyn your side so you can already plant some shit in Evelyn's head before Tammy can even talk to her. But you're not with the bullshit. You're not with the mess. And this is how stuff gets started. Just little petty stuff. Yeah, petty stuff that you always start, Shani. I have not liked Shani since Shani fucked with Gloria, I think in season 2. So, yeah. Shani is messy as fuck. And if this is the kind of reputation that you want to have because you didn't have no life or on the YouTube scene, or bloggers was blogging about you, so now you want to get some kind of attention. Bitch, this not the right attention. And I hope Tammy whooped that ass now. You fucking, now I always say that people think that Tammy big and bad, but I do think Tammy will whoop Shawnee's ass. I'm just saying. Anyway, at the end it was about Evelyn meeting up, because we just gotta talk about Chad. Evelyn meeting up with her therapist to talk about Chad, and the therapist basically want to know what role did you play in this. So she was explaining what happened, and she was explaining when they were going at it. She told Chad that she would never have his kids. She didn't care that if people laughed at her, but the marriage was over. So that hit him just like he had butted her. Like the lady was saying, like both of you guys hit, regardless of you hitting with words, him hitting with fists. Both of you guys were hitting, and I agree with that, because women, we got a lethal ass tongue, and we can say some shit to dudes that will cut so fucking bad, and he be so mad that he can't hit you back, but we fucked his whole ego up. So I understand what the doctor was saying to Evelyn, and Evelyn do need to own up to some shit she do, because her mouth is way out of line, and none this season, now y'all want to clean it up. So that was really the gist of this episode. It really wasn't too much to it, besides Shani being messy as fuck. And they going behind each other back, talking about each other. Now, bitches, if y'all got something to say, Shani, you supposed to be cool with Tammy, you should have been able to say it. What I didn't like about when Shani was talking to Evelyn, she was acting like she was just so hard and about it when she was talking to Evelyn about Tammy. And I was like, bitch, you don't want it. I think Evelyn knew, bitch, you don't want it. But these bitches just talk about each other behind their back. So this is where they drama come in. This is why shit gets started, because instead of speaking to the person and nipping the shit in the bud, they go talk to the next person before they get to that person. And then by the time the story gets to that person, then they backpedaling. It wasn't meant like that. But y'all stirred the pot when y'all went to the next person and talk about the next person, and all y'all supposed to be friends. I don't get it. Anyway, that's my review for Basketball Wives LA Season 5 Episode 3. Make sure you rate, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Keek. I do everything by The Ghetto View, THA, not THE. Except my Instagram is Miss Nika, MIZZNEKA69. Make sure you guys watch Ashley Miller 1987, Scotty from Mr. Still Standing, Mike B 801, Closet Freak, Bondi Blue, Much Love, Candy from Sweet Addictions. Make sure you watch all these YouTubers because they're really good. Make sure you get Hood Girls 2. It's a book by China Sally. You can get it from Amazon.com. So, let's talk, make a conversation. Alright, peace.